Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first tech talk about Pear Deck. Pear Deck is Pear Deck allows you to make interactive slides. It's a Google add-on, and what that means is you can add it on to your Google Slides, and it will allow you to create interactive slides that you can then share with your class as you present material to them. There are a couple of different pricing options. There is the free as well as the premium. The free is excellent. I've used it, especially if your funding is maybe not there for the year. It's great because you can use any Google Slides template that you'd like. And there's also a template library that you can use from Pear Deck. You can create or import unlimited decks in Google Slides. And you can lock slides while you're presenting, as well as you have the opportunity to upgrade anytime. You do not, however, have the draggable and drawing slides that you do with the premium. And there is the feature that I'm a huge fan of, the teacher dashboard, which is only available in premium. So what that means is as you're walking around the class, you can move the slides forward. You can see who's answering your specific questions and what their answers are, as well as something that I really appreciate with premium is that you're able to integrate it into your Google Classroom, and student responses and takeaways are available. So what that means is you can share your specific deck with students. You can also share takeaways with students. So takeaways are a reflective piece. And what I like to do with that is give my students their takeaway for homework. So they need to go home and reflect on the slide. Oftentimes with our students, we give them all of this information and they go home and they forget about it. By giving them a takeaway, you're kind of teaching them the skills to study. You're teaching them how to go home, review, reflect, and look at the work that they did again a second time without you actually there. So if we take a look at the different types of slides that we can create, you can create a number slide. And this is an example of a number question. So many students can be shy about making a guess because they're afraid they'll look wrong or they'll be wrong. And usually only the most outgoing students participate. So it becomes a you and one or two students type of class. So now with Pear Deck, students all across your classroom with their own devices can share answers, and they're anonymous. So no one feels like they're singled out, and there's a wide range of guesses. So this allows you to discuss, for example, in this specific question, what is a median? And also it allows you to get a discussion going for the entire class as to why certain students or why specific students may have believed that maybe the moon is 100 miles away from the Earth. All right. We also have a draw or type to label the diagram slide. So this type of slide is interactive because students can either write in their answers for the specific diagram, or they have the opportunity to create a text box and write their answer there. Having been a math teacher for so long, I have a slight bias towards these math slides because I think it's great that you can make your PowerPoint presentations, or in this case, your Google Slides presentations, interactive, such as having students be able to graph on their own device is a great opportunity for them because, one, there is really it's not a high risk situation. So again, students don't feel such pressure to be right. And it also allows you to give your students the opportunity to see what their peers did and explain and create a discussion as to why they think something is or is not correct. And the nice thing about this particular slide is when you display the answers, you can overlay the graphs on top of each other, and you can also choose by starring the answers that you would like to go back and look at later with the class. So you can put up an exemplary answer as well as put up one that is maybe a little off with the slope or the y-intercept. Here's another draggable slide. This is a nice way to do a quick check-in with students to see if everybody is together. And again, it's a quick thermometer check just to make sure that you can see if students are confused at a particular point or if the class in general kind of looks like they're understanding. Again, low risk, and this allows students to see their dots. So we'll get into what this looks like and what these types of slides look like as you're presenting in the next video, the next Pear Deck video. This video, we're just going to talk about the different slides and what they do and what you can do and what you can create. Here's another drawing slide. So what you can do is create your own drawing slides where you can circle or underline specific keywords or pictures in an English classroom. So say you are in a classroom in which you have your students speaking Spanish. Maybe this is an ELL classroom. Maybe this is actually a Spanish class. This allows you to practice vocabulary as well as allow students to interact with the vocab from this unit or lesson. This one's a fun slide. So for our social science teachers, history teachers, what you can do is you can take different objects or icons and allow students to drag them to specific locations on a map or on a picture. Say in this situation, dragging the flag to Germany and the boat to Italy. Just a quick temperature check as to how students are understanding or whether or not they can tell you where their current state is. So if they know where Germany and Italy are, that's awesome. If not, maybe you need to do a one-on-one or just a quick check with the class to go over how they can remember that, for example, Italy looks like a boot. Which one is the boot? Put the boot with the boat. All right, so dragging your dot to indicate whether you agree or disagree. This is a great opportunity. This is part of the Google or the Pear Deck slide library, and you can put up a question or have a question that you've written on the board as a warm-up. And students can then drag their dot to indicate whether they agree or disagree, thus sparking a wonderful discussion. So let's go ahead and create our own presentation. And what we can do is we'll go to File, New, and Presentation. All I did was I selected the boxes and deleted them. And what I can do is I will, if I don't already have Pear Deck, I will go to Add-ons and Get Add-ons. And you can type in Pear Deck. As you can see, it's already here for me because I have Pear Deck. And this, instead of saying manage, will have the opportunity for you to add this onto your slides And what we'll do is we'll take a look at the Pear Deck add-on right now. So I went to add-ons, Pear Deck, open Pear Deck add-on. Now, if you take a look on the right-hand side, we have the slide library. There are different slides for beginning of lesson, throughout the lesson, and end of lesson interactive slides, and some featured content that they have here at the bottom. So practice daily skills to help students critically think. Oh, this is nice. This is actually something newer. I haven't seen this before, but it's great because they're adding more slides to their library. So make connections. Let's see. What you can do is you can choose from this library. So I like to start off with one like this. And once you click on the slide, it'll actually put the slide up here. So what do you want to know about today's topic? And this is going to be a Pear Deck interactive slide in which students write their responses on their devices. So then you'll put your next slide in. So instead of using the beginning of slide lesson, maybe I'd like to incorporate a slide that I can use throughout my presentation. Okay, sorry, these got out of order. I'm just rearranging them. Okay, so what you can do for this slide is another drawing slide in which you can draw a line from the images to a place on the map. So swamp, students can draw a line from swamp to maybe Florida. Ocean, they can draw a line from the ocean to any of the oceans that are out in the map. And then forest, you can have them draw it to maybe Seattle or Maine, in which, oh gosh, those forests are beautiful. And let's say I don't want to use the slides from the slide library and I'd like to create my own. They give you these options down here: text, choice, number, website, draw, and draggable. Now, again, the draw and draggable are not part of the free Pear Deck. They're part of the premium, so keep that in mind. However, text, multiple choice, and number are excellent opportunities for students to interact with the slides that you have. So if I choose choice, let's say my question is, what continent is Chicago on? North America, South America, Asia. So what will show up when students see this slide is the answers: North America, South America, and Asia. And what I will do then is create a text box saying, what continent is Chicago? And you can go ahead and style this the way that you want by centering it, changing just like you would font, color, size, just like you would with any other presentation. So this is a brief overview as to what Pear Deck is, and we'll go ahead and name this Practicing with the Pear. The next presentation will be on how to actually present with Pear Deck, so stay tuned for that. It should be coming soon. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask And please, if you'd like to hear more, go ahead and subscribe. Click the subscribe link below. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you.